met many people. Tell me a little bit about you. Well, I don't know if I'm coming or going. I'm so busy. Well, stop. You're liable to kill people. How many of you have watched this latest stupid craze that is sweeping the internet about a guy's song on love, which people jump out of moving cars and making heart signs? I can't bust a move and you wouldn't want to see me do it either, but that's stupid. Jumping out of a moving car to sing about love because you're so enthralled by the challenge. The same people won't challenge their intellect when they go to the election booth and say, you know what? Maybe I need to have an ID to make sure I elect people who can pass laws that say people who drive cars like this should not be given an ID. I mean, aren't we done with the dumbing down of the world? I mean, truly dumbing down. They asked a lady, name one country, and they pointed to the map of the world. And 6 of the 8 of them thought they were brilliant when they pointed to Africa. And the guy said, no, that's a continent. Really? I'm a history teacher.
Wow.
Now that may be funny, but let me talk about the other side of our education, the system you and I. Folks, don't get me wrong. Some of us have been victim to the same idiosyncrasies. Recently they asked in an 8th grade AP history test, there were 4 paragraphs on the Second World War and nothing mentioned of Hitler or the Holocaust. Until you have walked through Auschwitz, which I have, and seen what Hannah Arendt called the banality of evil, where the Jewish race was being eliminated at the rate of 10,000 a day because one idiot wanted a master race. Yeah. We are seeing the dumbing down of humanity, and it's happened on our watch. Folks, hear me carefully. Post-Vietnam, America's cultural soul came home in a body bag. Now here's the irony. I travel to the rest of the world and we seem to be somehow leaders in innovation. And what they are embracing is some of our dumbed down ideas. And some of these nations come with great history. And yet when you go to them, you see our influence, the negative kind. I think it's time to get back to basics. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Here I am. What's my call? How did A.D. Carmichael put it? For prayers that ask that I may be sheltered from winds that beat on thee, from fearing when I should aspire, from faltering when I should climb higher, from silken self, O captain free, thy soldier who may follow thee, from subtle love, softenings, from easy choices, weakenings. Not thus our spirits fortified, not this way went the crucified. For all that dims thy Calvary, O Lamb of God, deliver me, give me the love that shows the way, the hope that nothing would dismay, the passion that would burn on fire. Let me not sink to be a clod. Make me thy fuel, flame of God. And I'm not a theologian. I tell people I haven't been to seminary, I've yet to go to cemetery. But somewhere between womb and tomb, I had a passion in my heart to say that right is right, wrong is wrong. How stupid have we become that now we can tell you when life begins. We're going to decide. Once, if we allow it to live, we're going to tell you how it should think. Go read 1984 by George Orwell, written in 1948, when he predicted 3 moods. Freedom will be slavery. We are freer than at any other time in human history, enslaved by the most regulation. Yep. He said war will be peace. We right now have supposedly the greatest peacetime in history, 66 hotspots desperate to break open into full-blown civil war. But the 3rd was the most chilling prediction made in 1948 when he said, he wrote it in the book 1984, but it was predicted in his book 1948, written in 1948. The 3rd prediction was ignorance will be strength. And you and I, well-meaning, honest, tax-paying, law-abiding, good moral people, coming to places like this where organizations are bathed in honesty, morality, in clarity, in conscience, in discipline, in devotion, are suddenly on the buy side, and the screaming talking heads are telling you, you don't matter. Now the reason you and I have taken that is because we refuse to accept We think life is a popularity contest. Life's not a popularity contest. If it was, you'd lose. In fact, turn to the person on your left and say, I think you're amazing.
I think you're amazing.
Now turn to the person on your right and say, what took you so long?
What took you so long?
Face facts. Conceit is a weird disease. It affects everybody except the person who has it.
Yeah.
But at some point, you need to have the gumption to say, you know what? I don't care what you think.
Nope.
I'm going to do my thing.
Yeah.
Strong attention to detail. Measure and report. What do I mean by this? Inspect what you expect. As you build your business, as you put brick upon brick to build your dreams, inspect what you expect. Don't confuse activity with accomplishment.
Amen.
If all you're doing is you're busy, does life have purpose? Does life have discipline? You can follow me on all the social media. In fact, we can put that up. But you can follow me on all those things. And recently a young kid asked me this question. What advice would you give to someone just coming out of college? I said the same advice I'd give to anybody ready to make a change. Have short-range goals so you get immediate gratification off whatever it is. So if it's a weight loss goal, and 50 is the number. In fact, this is how it begins. Some of you will get an invitation to go to a high school reunion. You look at the reunion letter, you realize it's been 10, 15, 20 years, and the part of you that will fit in front of the mirror is looking at the note. And you look at the note and look in the mirror, look at the note and say, oh my God, I got to lose the size of a Buick by Saturday. It ain't about to happen. It ain't about to happen. Set a short-range goal. 5, 7, 8, 9. Herb True from Notre Dame University said, put some small wins under your belt as it starts to tighten. Short range, immediate gratification. Have medium range goals that give you intermediate gratification. So short range goals are 6 months or lower. Intermediate goals are 6 months to 2 years, and then long range goals are vision casting. This is where dream boards are built. This is where the second house picture is put up. See, by God's grace, I have 2 homes in India and 1 here. But we have never outlived our coverage. We follow the John Wesley model. Make all you can. Keep all you can. Give all you can. It's okay to have money. I've had it. I haven't had it. Overall, it's better to have it. It's not going to solve all of your misery, but it'll help you to spend some of it in nice ways. But when you have purpose, and you begin to evaluate, you've established that strategy, you've suspended the disbelief, you've made execution a priority, and you become aggressive, something will begin to manifest that will begin to change. How did T. Lawrence put it? All men dream, but not equally.
Right.
Those that dream in the dark, dusky recess of their mind wake by day to find that it was but vanity. But those that dream with their eyes open, pay attention to them, they will change the world. Who was T. Lawrence? World War I, worked with the Allies, came back with some consternation to England about what he saw, went to Oxford University and wrote a book when he came out of there called The 7 Pillars of Wisdom. Some of you old-timers will recognize the name T. Lawrence. On his life was made that epic, Lawrence of Arabia, which starred Peter O'Toole. Sometime if you have 84 hours to watch a movie, rent this one. It's slightly longer than World War I, but it's a brilliant epic.
84 hours.
All men dream, but not equally.